Hello everyone, how are you? Here to let you know what happened on LA Brea this week. Um, Going to change it up. First, I'm going to talk about the people above the sinkhole. Gavin and Nathan are at the shop looking for Ellie, that girl that was adopted alongside Gavin when he was a kid. That apparently they were found watering the streets of Los Angeles, so no memories of who the family were, stuff like that, where they came from. They were putting it up for adoption. She's not at her work. Our person working there says she's taking a couple days off. Then suddenly a car drives by and stops at the traffic because there's a red light, and Nathan recognizes her as the woman on her phone that they're looking for. So she tells Gavin, "Hey, that's Ellen there." She speeds off, and they try to chase her, but they lose her. But they get the license plate of the car she was driving. So while Agent Nathan tracks down where she could live in that, Gavin gets a call that Izzy skipped school. So he goes to this beach. But apparently that's where she goes to when she's upset and stuff like that. And she says that she's still upset that Eve and Joss is still trapped below. She wants her family back, but she don't want to lose her dad, Gavin, as well. So Gavin says he's still going to try to rescue them. There's other way, but it involves this mysterious girl from his past, from his childhood now, and the date November 18th, 1988. That's the date he was adopted, put up for adoption, and found. So she also mentions that at the school, people are putting up pictures on a wall and that of people that died in the sinkhole. And Noah, one of the students, he puts up a picture of Riley and Sam. He's their brother slash son. And he thinks they're dead. Izzy wants to tell him that they're not dead, they're still alive, but Gavin tells her no, just in case they can't rescue them, give his hopes up for nothing, stuff like that. Eventually she's going to tell him. Agent Nathan gets back to them. She finds out where Ellen lives, so they track her down. Of course, apparently she isn't home. And it looks like she's been digging something her back lawn. And that's quite a big hole she's got dug up. And then Gavin has a terrible vision, and it takes him down to his knees, and it's a bad vision. Now, I'll get to what the vision was in a little bit, because it ties into what happened down the sinkhole. Down the sinkhole, the survivors are just basically surviving for the cold front storm that happened last week. They're stocking up the rations, see how much food they got left, stuff like that, and they catch a kid spying on them. Lucas and Sam, the doctor, want to know why the kid was spying on them. The kid is from that fort of tribal people. So Eve, Ty, and Levi think if we take the kid back, and Scott too, but he doesn't go on this trip. If they take the kid back, maybe they can get, in good spirits with the tribe. They won't try to kill them this time. And maybe they can learn some survival skills, because, let's face it, we ain't going home anytime soon now. Could be stuck down here for thousands of years. We might have to learn how to survive. So they take the kid back. On the way, they get attacked by the tribe of people, but nobody gets hurt. The mysterious woman that saved Ty from last week, the leader of the tribe, she is quite friendly now. She starts showing them around, like what to grow in the garden, what kind of plants and food to eat, what not to eat. And she also says that there's other settlements, other tribes out there, way off in the land, stuff like that. And she says some are peaceful, some will kill you, just like that. So she wants to tell them if she thinks that they're trustworthy later on, what settlements to trade with and stuff like that, or get to know. And Cyrus, the old guy, shows up. And he's kind of skeptical that she's telling him all this, but he keeps his mouth shut because she's the leader. He isn't. You find out the kid's name is Isaiah, and Cyrus is his great-grandfather, apparently. While they're having a feast, Nevar, there, so he snuck into Cyrus's tent and found Eddie's wallet. Eddie's the guy that died a few weeks ago and had those red veins all over his face. Same as one of the previous scientists there. Levi confronts Cyrus about it. Cyrus says, look, Eddie was already dead when I found him. But why did he still take his wallet? That's kind of weird. Maybe Cyrus did kill him, but he's trying to cover his tracks or something. Suddenly, a horn blows. The mysterious woman that parachuted down from that airplane that Gavin was on, that mysterious doctor, her name is Rebecca. You find out her name is Rebecca now. Actually, found that out a couple weeks ago. Sorry there. She kidnaps Isaiah the kid, and she tries to get away. They all split up trying to find her, and Cyrus, the old guy, finds her first. He calls her by her name, so he knows her. And he stabs her big time. And takes off with Isaiah. Ty, Eve, and Levi find Rebecca. She's dying from the stab wound. Like, there's a lot of blood. They take her back to camp. I'm the leader of the tribe. She says I can maybe try to save her. But she wants to talk to Eve and Eve alone. She has something important and she wants to tell her. So as Eve goes into the tent, Levi lets it slip that he knows who Rebecca is. And she's one of the people on that picture of the 10 scientists that went to investigate the sinkhole. So was Rebecca previously in the sinkhole and got away somehow? Or is she one of the scientists showing the picture that actually didn't go down? Because he said 10 scientists went, but there's more than 10 on the picture, so maybe she stayed above. That's a mystery for another day to be answered. You still don't know who paid him off to find those missing scientists yet. Also at camp, way back at the other camp, Veronica tries to kidnap Neely, take her to this cave that she's living in. But Sam, the doctor, and Mary Beth, the cop, stop her and handcuff her to her car and lock the doors. Well, she starts freaking out big time, folks. And she has a panic attack and she stops breathing. Sam hesitates for a minute, then performs CPR chest compressions to get her back. Riley asks her what happened. He says that when he was on a tour in Iraq, something happened there, and he ended up developing PTSD. And he's been taking a medication, to calm himself down and all this, not have episodes like that. But he doesn't have the medication with him because they were stuck 10,000 years in the past. So he's starting to worry now that he's going to go for withdrawal, stuff like that. Have side effects from PTSD and stuff. And she hugs him, and she's upset that he's never told her that throughout the years. Because she said, I don't want you to worry about me, but now he's freaking out because he does have the medication. And she says, we'll get through this one day at a time. Now, Rebecca tells Eve in the tent that Isaiah isn't Isaiah. And she says Cyrus isn't his grandfather, apparently. And don't trust a word he says. Then, you go back to Gavin, who's having that major vision that's hurting him. And he sees Cyrus, and Cyrus is talking to Gavin. And he's saying saying some stuff, like, don't trust Rebecca, stuff like that. Then, it shows the kid's arm has a scar. And if you look, Gavin has the exact same scar right here on his wrist here. And Cyrus even says the word Gavin. So here's the shocker, folks. Gavin is that kid Isaiah. So somehow, Gavin from 10,000 BC, as a person that came from a previous sinkhole or something, was down there for many years, got out to modern day Los Angeles back in 1988, where he was found wandering the streets with that woman Ellie, who must also been down there and got away somehow. And they have no memories whatsoever of them living back 10,000 years ago in the past. That was cool to see, that interesting part. So next week, they really didn't show you any trailer or as much of what's going on. Just that Gavin's trying to put 2 to 2 together and find this Ellen lady to get more answers. And Eve is kind of taken back that this kid Isaiah is soon to be her husband Gavin many years later on. There you have it, folks. Let me know below what you thought of the episode this week. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.